Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to get A-fish-ionado achievement in Monster Hunter Wilds Easy. Now to get this achievement you need to catch a total of 30 whoppers. There are 3 whoppers in this game. This includes the catfish, the tuna, and finally the Goliath squid. We're going to be catching a bunch of the Goliath squids. These are the easiest whoppers to get. Now in order to catch the Goliath squid you have to meet some requirements. First off, you need to get to the final part of the fishing quest. Once you do that you'll get the tentacle jig. Now that you have the tentacle jig, you want to head to area 17 in the Scarlet Forest. This is on top of the tree and you're going to follow this path that I'm going to give you. But first make sure you set the environment to plenty and nighttime. The Goliath squid only appears in this area under these conditions. Well, it technically appears in the other conditions, but this is the easiest way to get 2 or 3 Goliath squid. Once you do that, you're going to head down into this lake. You're probably going to see some catfish or tuna, but our goal is the Goliath squid. The reason we're going to only catch this creature is because it is the most consistent of all the whoppers. If you've been trying to do this achievement, you probably already experienced this. The catfish and the tuna will likely not even go for the lure. You have to do it several times. It's just a huge annoyance. But 9 times out of 10, the tentacle jig will attract the Goliath squid. There's no type of prerequisite or some sort of specialized technique. Just throw the lure right on top of the Goliath squid and 9 times out of 10 it will grab it. Alright, now to catch the Goliath squid. To catch it, wait for your avatar to pull back on the rod and then hit right trigger. I'm not sure what's on PlayStation or PC, but it's right trigger on Xbox. Once you grab it, you want to push the rod into the direction that the Goliath squid is swimming it, not against it. So if it's going right, you hold right. If it's going left, you hold left. And don't worry, it doesn't jump out of the water, so you don't have to hit right trigger to push it back into the environment. If you happen to hook it right by a rock and it tells you to avoid obstacles, this is the only time you go against where it's going in terms of direction. So if it's going right, you go left and vice versa. Now once it stops moving, you want to pull back on the left thumbstick to reel it in. I pressed up and down rapidly in order to get it as quickly as possible, and you just repeat the process over and over. I found about 2 to 3 Goliath squids each attempt, and once you see that they're all gone, go back to the original camp, rest, plenty, nighttime, and repeat the process. I know it's going to get annoying because you're going to have to catch 30 of these and keep going through the process, but trust me, I tried catching the catfish and the tuna alongside with the squid, and this was just so much easier and so much better. Catching those things was such an annoyance that I just couldn't deal with them anymore, and about an hour and a half I got this achievement as opposed to wasting about 20 minutes just hoping that the catfish or the tuna would go onto the lure. Now once you get all 30, you'll get the achievement. So hopefully this guide helped you, because this was one of the more annoying achievements to go for. If it did, like, sub, and share. Goodbye and good luck.
I think there are places in this forest that almost secret.
It's worth investigating.